over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
The 29-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They'll go again to Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. 36. Check safety. He's coming. Shadow.
Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Brady, he finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Wait, that wide 80. 54 Mike. I'm trying to collect. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
To throw, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Let's go.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Mike 20. Mike 54. Danny. Check the backer. Kill. Check 4. 6. Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. A little flare. Check 37. Check 31. Check 3. Quick that. Both bandit.
Again, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
They're running it. Check. Lucky. Hey, check it. Kill.
From midfield, here's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Here we go,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
65. Hey,
let's get some penetration.
21.
Penetration.
Two.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Check 50. Watch the end.
11. 21.
Showing it. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Stay hot.
On first down, Sanders. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Levante David in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
45.
Hey, Echo. 12.
Check 24.
Hey, gun. Stay hot.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Wide. Get wide. Check it out.
They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he... Smothered behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Wait, set. 180.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, set, 53!
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, go Bandit! Wait, 28!
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, set, 29! Alpha!
Hey, 4 down. Hold the rug. Hold.
Alpha!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black 80! I got this.
$45 to Mike.
11.
Watch that.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Block! Hey, gun.
You got tight right there.
They'll go again with Sanders. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Rush in.
Hey, alert! 21.
Check.
Say hut! I got this. Say hut!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. He's got Adams on the hookup. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already.
Check.
Hey, gun.
45.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, check. 25.
Check!
He's checking. Crash. Deuce.
65.
Alert 3.
White.
Check 3.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Crosby puts it through, and with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Brady. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Wait, 53! Check it, reload!
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.